Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you for your tweets. Stevie in the studio, Craig and Nedum back with us as well. Stevie, did you face any punishment from Eleanor when you got home yesterday? It's obviously burglar alarm gate.
Well, my wife has a sense of humour. So,
well, she's been married to you for long enough. She better have.
So there you go. That tells you all you need to know, Daniel.
It was cracking, wasn't it? Very good.
Yeah.
A purple burglar alarm. Craig, did you ever play on the same team with someone who was an arch rival for you previously? For example, Messi and Neymar playing with Ramos. If so, how was it?
Oh, give me time.
How was it with the Rangers boys, Craig? Like, was that ever a big deal?
No. It was never it was a big deal on the field, as you know, but it was never a big deal off the field. In fact, we had a few beers with them on more than one occasion, quite a few of them. So no, the rivalry was purely on the field. A lot of the guys were actually good friends of it.
Nedum, would you socialise with the United players?
No, because I live in a different part of Manchester, so I never even come across them. But yeah, I think I see that. And the only really rival I had was somebody who I ended up playing with for maybe 6 years, which was Joey Barton. And that was a test in itself, but I survived that. And yeah, here we are.
Stevie?
Actually, it's funny that we never ever socialised with the Everton boys.
Never?
Never. And there wasn't that. There was 2 or 3 clubs that we used, but even when we were in the same place,
right,
it was a hello, and that was it.
Okay.
The obvious one is a guy called Mr. Michael Thomas.
1989, obviously, scored the winner.
Scored the winning goal in the last minute, last kick of the game, basically, to win the league for Arsenal against us. And then he ended up playing with us. But as Craig says, it doesn't carry on. As soon as the game's finished.
What was it like though when he's like coming in on the first day as a Liverpool player after what he did?
Straight up. I mean, the first thing you say is, right, by the way, I owe you one, so you're going to smash him for scoring the goal.
Right.
But you're doing it in jest.
Right, so you didn't hit him that hard?
No, we didn't touch him. We just wound him up.
Right.
And of course, he does have a very significant comeback.
What's the comeback?
Well, he scored the goal, didn't he?
Well, yes, indeed.
So...
Stevie, the 3 biggest clubs in England all now have German managers. Why are British coaches not the same standard? Is it the lack of opportunities in the Premier League?
Ooh.
It's hard to argue about the lack of opportunities in the Premier League. But it's also hard to argue that I can't think of anybody, you know, if the Liverpool job was up, I can't think of an Englishman right now that I would say we should go and get that guy, or a Scot, or a Welsh, or whatever. Just a British manager. So I think
Englishman's never won it, has he? Never won the Premier League.
No.
Why do you think, Nedum? Why aren't English managers getting more chances in the Premier League?
I think that's a great question. Perhaps to broaden it and say British managers, it looks like Brendan Rodgers is going to be the next guy to be spoken of. But as far as Englishmen go, you know, those big jobs seem to get taken by sort of clubs that need results straight away. Whereas for the English managers, it seems like that's part of the process. So I don't know. It's a shame, but maybe it will change. Maybe it will.
Craig?
I don't know, really. It's hard to... I don't know. I ain't got an answer.
OK, that's good. This is a fun extra time. Everyone's chirpy. Who gets...
Well, you're asking a question that we can't answer, really. It's like,
don't blame the question asker.
Well, why is there not more, you know, it was like asking the question, why wasn't there more excellent Scottish players keep filtering down to England than they did in the 70s, 80s and 90s? It's not an easy answer, you know. I mean, there used to always be, and Scottish managers.
Right, next question. Right, what gets players more excited? A great player of yesteryear, Nedum, who they look up to coming in as a manager like Zidane, or a manager with a proven record of winning trophies like Guardiola?
I think a manager with a proven record, because you know the standard's going to change. I think with an ex-manager, it's the hope that they'll be good. But we're kind of seeing at the minute that that's not necessarily the case more often than not. But if a big manager comes in, I think it's exciting. You sort of just imagine the opposite, say what United have been through over the last year or so, as you see Tuchel, as you see Klopp, as you see Guardiola. But unfortunately for them, you know, they're only seeing somebody who's trying to achieve something but has ended up failing in that aspect. So I think the proven manager always wins out.
What would you get you more excited, Stevie?
I think initially a big name,
Right.
but then when you think about it rationally, what Nedum's saying is right. You want somebody who knows what they're doing, somebody who's been there, done it, seen it, and who ultimately, professional players, most of them are pretty selfish, and ultimately you're thinking of yourself and thinking, hey, will I win some things with this guy, or will he make me better and the team better?
Were you excited when Ruud Gullit was announced, Craig?
I don't know. I mean, that was a bit of the unexpected, because actually when Ruud was, everybody was at Chelsea played with Ruud for a year, and that was pretty okay. It was crystal clear, you know, even at 34, just how he'd been the player he was or had been. But the management side of it was an unknown, and that became tricky. So yeah, I would say most of the guys were looking forward to it. Yeah, but it was a difficult period. But I mean, there's no doubt he was. I mean, in his pomp, he was unbelievable. Yep. He had everything.
Nedum, were you ever bitter at Micah Richards, who always seemed to be ahead of you at Manchester City and England? Could you both be friends despite competing for the same position?
I wasn't bitter, no. I wasn't bitter. You know, at times you're disappointed when you don't play. But at the end of the day, you've got to try and work your way into the team. And he was doing so well, you know, I had to sit down. That's just the way that it was. And I think in time, you know, I was playing right back and I wanted to play centre back. And he was sometimes playing centre back and he wanted to move to right back. So it was a competition, but it was fair, it was good. We worked the best for each other. And I think overall we pushed each other. So we had a good few years together. And then, yeah, we're still friends to this day. So there's no bitterness whatsoever from my side. And I don't think any from his either.
No, that's boring. We want bitterness, Nedum. We want known friends, enemies, nemesis. No.
Well, to be fair, then, if you want to talk bitterness, I'm trying to do this media thing now, but he's taken up 98.5% of all opportunities available. So yet again, you know, he's one up me, but that's just the way it goes there.
You need to work on your laugh, Nedum.
Got to laugh more. Well, there you go.
Not bad,
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. Hey, have you any questions that involve the words Tottenham Hotspur and mayonnaise?
No Tottenham Hotspur mayonnaise. Obviously, we mentioned on the show their defeat in the Europa, what's it called? Conference League.
What's mayonnaise got to do with it? What's mayonnaise got to do with this?
Well, because they were terrible, weren't they? And all the condiments and everything.
Was that it?
Oh, yeah, all right. God, Stevie, I don't like ill Stevie. What a Nedum...
Hold on 1 second. He normally gets upset when he sees stories at training grounds about taking the mayo away and the ketchup and all that.
He's just not with it today, Craig.
So they got mayonnaise taken away as well?
Yes.
So it's everything's
all
away?
the condiments.
Oh, seriously.
Stevie, Elvis is just passed away.
Elvis Costello.
What are Nedum's thoughts on how RSL advanced past Seattle Sounders in the MLS playoffs? No shots in 120 minutes, Nedum, yet they made it through.
Just give me a second. Let me figure this one out. So it should never have happened, but it did happen. And as a consequence, they have progressed. So I'm very, very happy for them. But I'm not really going to champion it in the same way I did with their last game where they qualified for the playoffs.
Right.
Because it's a bit weird to have not had a shot but won a game.
It is.
So, yeah, it's an anomaly, and hopefully they find some shots for the next game because it's unlikely that'll happen twice. So, yeah, it's a bit weird.
It happened to me.
Steve.
Did it?
Aye. When I came over here, I was coaching a team called the Boston Bulldogs.
Right.
And I was coaching and playing. And we were playing in the USL, and it was a semi-final of the playoffs. We're at home, and we absolutely battered this team. Can't remember the name of them. We missed a penalty. The goalie had played out his skin. We missed chances. I mean, you name it. And they never had a shot either. And we lost on penalties.
Oh.
So, just thought you'd be interested.
Probably tougher there. Hey, what level of unwell are you today? I mean, is Mint off the table tonight?
He's not having a beer tonight. That's been confirmed.
I'm not having a beer. I know that.
No.
I love the men's. Not affecting my appetite.
Oh dear.
Well, that's bad,
Little lethargic, I would say.
Oh, but at least you're not bringing us all down with it. Right, final question. What are the guys... Oh, this is a great question for you lot. Oh, right, Nedum, let's start with you. It's Thanksgiving here, of course. What are you most thankful for?
For all those great gifts, I don't even know. Do you know what? I don't know. I'm just thankful to still be around. I'll just celebrate that. I'm still here.
That's
you know
nice.
what I mean? I've not lost a job.
Yeah.
I've not been fired. I've not been cancelled. I'm still here. So, yeah, that's good. That's positive.
Yep, be thankful you don't feel like Stevie as well today, apparently as well.
Yeah.
Craig, this is right up your street. What are you thankful for?
Oxygen.
There you are, perfect. Last word, Stevie, for you on this?
Kay Murray.
Oh, there you are, perfect. That's it. That brings us to the end of today's show. Kay will be here tomorrow.
She comes in 2 or 3 times a week,
yeah.
and I don't have to have your smarty pant comment.
All right, okay, there we are.
And that wee daft snigger.
Right.
And then looking at me strange off camera.
Well, yes, well, that's good. Right,
So,
okay.
thank you, Kay.
Are you working tomorrow?
No, I'm recuperating tomorrow.
Well, yes, exactly. Get better soon. Kay will be here tomorrow, though, of course, looking ahead to the big games in the Premier League this weekend and La Liga, of course. It's Real Madrid
I
against...
changed my days this week.
Shut up. Yeah, Real Madrid against Sevilla, and it's Chelsea against Manchester United.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.